My beloved child. Pause everything you're doing. Something extraordinary is unfolding right now, and it has been moving toward you for longer than you realize. There is someone close to you. Closer than coincidence. Closer than chance. This person carries a quiet knowing about your life, about the path you were always meant to walk. And soon, that knowing will surface. You may not see it yet. But you've felt it. Have you noticed the subtle shifts lately? The moments that feel charged, as if the air itself is waiting? That isn't random. That is alignment. You were never drifting. You were being positioned. Stay with me just a breath longer, because what I'm about to reveal changes how you understand your past, your present, and what's coming next. From the moment you arrived here, your destiny began leaving traces, patterns only visible to those who know how to look. And someone near you has been noticing these signs quietly, patiently, watching you grow into something even you don't fully see yet. They've seen your resilience when no one was applauding. They've noticed your questions when others stayed asleep. They've recognized a depth in you that doesn't fit ordinary expectations. And that recognition matters. Because destiny doesn't announce itself with noise. It reveals itself through proximity. Often, the messenger is not a stranger, but someone woven into your daily life. Someone who mirrors back pieces of you that you've overlooked. Someone whose words will soon land differently, almost as if they unlock something dormant inside you. You might be thinking, who could that be? And that question alone is proof you're ready. Hold this moment gently, the pieces connect soon. There have been times you felt misunderstood, as if your inner world was far larger than what you could express. That wasn't a flaw. That was preparation. A destiny too vast to be rushed must unfold in layers. And here's the quiet truth most never hear. Your destiny isn't something you chase. It's something that recognizes itself when the timing is right. The person who knows, they didn't learn it from logic. They sensed it. They felt the pull around you, the way conversations shift when you enter, the way possibilities seem to gather near your presence. They may not have had the words before. But soon, they will. This is where it all begins to change. Not with thunder, but with a conversation. A glance. A moment that feels ordinary, yet leaves you unable to go back to who you were. You won't want to miss what comes next, because in the next unfolding, you'll begin to see why certain doors closed, why certain delays protected you, and why this revelation could only come now. You were never late. You were never overlooked. You were being guided, step by step, toward a moment where truth could finally meet readiness. And that moment is closer than you think. My beloved child, right now, in this very moment, feel this truth arriving, because something deeper is rising within you as I speak. There is a quiet awareness awakening in your chest. A recognition without words. That is not imagination. That is remembrance. The person who knows your destiny did not study you, they felt you. Long before you questioned your direction, long before you doubted your pace, they sensed a current moving through you that could not be explained. Have you ever noticed how certain people lean in when you speak, even when you say very little? How silence around you sometimes feels full, not empty. That is your future speaking softly through the present. Hold this space, the divine connection deepens now. You see, those who carry true destiny often walk unnoticed for a time. Not because they are small, but because their growth requires stillness before emergence. The one near you recognized this early. They saw that you were not meant to blend in, but to arrive fully formed. They noticed how life tested you without breaking you. How loss refined you instead of hollowing you. How confusion sharpened your discernment rather than dimming it. And in those moments, something became clear to them. You are not here to repeat patterns. You are here to interrupt them. That realization changes how someone looks at you. It creates reverence, care, patience. They stopped pushing you. They stopped advising you loudly. Instead, they waited, because destiny cannot be rushed without being damaged. If your soul is stirring, remain with me a little longer, because what unfolds next explains why timing has felt so precise lately. You may sense them watching you more closely now. Not with judgment, with recognition. They are noticing that you've begun to stand differently, speak with more clarity, say no without guilt. These are signs. And they know what these signs mean. The revelation they carry is not dramatic. It is exact. It will come at a moment when your spirit is calm, not searching. A moment when you least expect a mirror to be held up to you, and yet, when you are finally ready to look. When they speak, something ancient in you will exhale. Not shock, but relief. Because the truth they reveal will not add something new to you. It will name what has always been there. If this truth is touching your spirit, share it forward, let another soul find this light today. You're closer than you think, don't step away yet, because in what I reveal next, you will begin to understand why this person was placed near you, why now is the moment of unveiling, and what changes once destiny is spoken aloud. The real awakening begins in what I reveal next. Stay open. Stay present. Because once destiny is recognized, it cannot remain hidden for long. My beloved child, a sacred knowing is unfolding right now, something ancient is awakening as I speak, and it recognizes you. There is a moment approaching when silence will speak louder than words. You will feel it before it happens. A stillness, not empty, but charged. This is how destiny prepares to be named. The one who knows your true path has been holding back for a reason. Not out of fear. Out of respect. They understand a truth few ever grasp: revelation only transforms when the soul is ready to receive it. Ask yourself quietly, have you noticed how your reactions have softened lately? How what once unsettled you now passes through without anchoring? That is not coincidence. That is mastery beginning to surface. Hold this sacred space, something profound is aligning. Those who fulfill their destiny do not rush toward recognition. They refine their inner world first. They learn to listen more than they speak. They learn to move without announcing every step. This is the unspoken discipline of powerful souls. And you have been practicing it without knowing its name. The person close to you sensed this shift the moment it began. They noticed when your energy stopped asking for permission. When your presence started carrying quiet authority. When your patience became deeper than your urgency. They realized then, you were nearing the threshold. You're standing at the edge of understanding, don't turn away now. There is a reason your life has unfolded in layers instead of leaps. A reason clarity arrived slowly, like dawn rather than lightning. You were being trained to hold what is coming without losing yourself inside it. True destiny does not overwhelm. It integrates. That is why the revelation will feel strangely familiar. As if someone is simply pointing to a truth you have always known, but never fully trusted. When they speak to you, it may sound simple. Almost ordinary. And yet, something inside you will lock into place. A question you never spoke aloud will finally rest. Because the words they carry are not instructions. They are confirmations. If your heart is opening, stay with me just a breath longer. You see, the greatest success is not built on ambition alone. It is built on alignment. On knowing when to act, and when to wait. On recognizing which voices matter. And which distractions to bless and release. You have been learning this silently. Choosing differently. Pausing before committing. Listening beneath the noise. These are not delays. These are initiations. The divine thread is about to reveal its full pattern. And once it does, you will understand why this person had to be close to you. Why distance would have distorted the message. Why trust had to be established long before truth could be spoken. This is not about becoming someone new. This is about finally stepping forward as who you already are. What comes next will not push you. It will invite you. And in the next unfolding, you will feel destiny no longer circling, but standing directly before you, waiting to be acknowledged. My beloved child, the veil is thinning as I speak, a hidden door is opening, and you are close enough now to feel its warmth. This is the moment where intention sharpens into direction. Not urgency, clarity. Not pressure, permission. You may sense an unfamiliar calm settling over you. That calm is not stillness for rest, it is stillness for alignment. It arrives when the inner noise fades and the deeper signal finally comes through. Listen, because the person who knows your destiny has been waiting for this version of you. The version that no longer seeks approval. The version that trusts silence as much as answers. The version that can hold truth without trying to control it. Hold steady. The divine current is guiding you forward now. There is a subtle exchange happening beneath the surface of your life. Choices are becoming cleaner. Yes feels clearer. No feels kinder. This is the sign that your inner compass has synchronized with your path. Those who succeed quietly understand this law. Destiny responds to readiness, not desire. The one near you has been watching that readiness grow. They noticed when you stopped explaining yourself. When you began honoring your energy. When your decisions started to come from a centered place rather than a hurried one. They realized then that the message they carry would finally land. Ask yourself, have you felt drawn to simplify lately? To release what drains instead of fixing it? To protect your time without guilt? These are not personality changes. They are initiations. You're closer than you've ever been, remain here with me. When the revelation comes, it will not feel like being told what to do. It will feel like being seen. Like someone articulating what your soul has been whispering for years. And that recognition will awaken responsibility. Not heavy, sacred. Because once destiny is acknowledged, it asks something gentle yet firm in return. Alignment in action. Small steps taken with integrity. Boundaries honored without apology. Commitments chosen for depth, not display. If this message is resonating within you, help it reach another heart. Share it with someone who may be standing at their own threshold. The person who knows your destiny understands that words alone do not transform. Timing does. Environment does. Trust does. That is why the unveiling will happen in a space that feels safe, perhaps unexpectedly so. A walk. A pause between sentences. A quiet moment where honesty rises naturally. And when it does, you will not rush to respond. You will breathe. You will feel your body settle. You will recognize truth by the peace it brings, not the excitement. The realignment deepens from here. In what comes next, you will begin to see how your path extends beyond personal success, how your presence reshapes rooms, how your choices ripple outward, how your destiny includes others in ways you haven't yet measured. Stay open. Stay grounded. Because the next unfolding will reveal not only what you are here to do, but who you are here to become as you do it. My beloved child, a deeper resonance is forming now, as if your inner world is tuning itself to a frequency it has always known. Notice how your attention is changing. What once distracted you no longer holds you. What once felt urgent now feels optional. This is not withdrawal from life. This is discernment awakening. The person who knows your destiny recognizes this phase well. It is the moment when the soul stops seeking signs everywhere, because it has become the sign itself. Ask yourself gently, when was the last time you felt truly rushed? Not busy, but rushed. If you listen closely, you'll realize that urgency has been dissolving. Hold this awareness, something precise is taking shape. Those who walk their destined path learn a quiet skill early on, they choose depth over noise. They stop announcing their becoming. They allow results to speak later, when words would only dilute the truth. You have begun doing this naturally. Your energy no longer spills outward. It gathers. It concentrates. That is why conversations around you are changing. People sense there is more behind your eyes now. Less explanation. More presence. The one close to you has felt this shift most clearly. They understand that destiny does not arrive as a sudden crown. It arrives as responsibility settling comfortably on the shoulders. You are standing at the point where intention becomes embodiment. If your heart is listening, stay just a breath longer. There is a reason your challenges trained you to pause before reacting. A reason your victories taught humility instead of hunger. You were being shaped to hold influence without losing softness, clarity without rigidity, strength without distance. This balance is rare. And it is noticed. The revelation that approaches will not elevate you above others. It will root you more deeply among them. You will see your path not as separation, but as service through authenticity. And that understanding changes everything. The person who knows your destiny has seen how you carry weight without complaint. How you absorb complexity without becoming heavy. How you listen even when you already know. They see leadership forming, the kind that does not demand attention, yet naturally receives it. You're nearer than ever, remain present now. When they finally speak, you may feel a subtle hesitation within yourself, not doubt, but reverence. As if your soul is saying, yes. This is real now. That pause is sacred. It marks the transition from preparation to participation. After that moment, choices will feel different. Not harder, clearer. Paths will narrow, but freedom will expand. You will no longer wonder where your energy belongs. It will know. The truth that emerges will not define you. It will align you. And alignment has a quiet power. It reorganizes life gently. It attracts what resonates and releases what doesn't without struggle. In the unfolding ahead, you will begin to sense how your destiny is not a single destination, but a way of moving through the world, steady, intentional, awake. Remain open. Because what follows will reveal how to walk this path without force, without fear, and without losing the tenderness that makes your journey unmistakably yours. My beloved child, a quiet alignment is settling into place now, like stars finding their ancient positions without effort or sound. You may feel less compelled to explain yourself lately. Less inclined to prove. More anchored in your own center. This is not withdrawal. This is self-recognition. When destiny draws near, the soul simplifies. It releases the need to be understood by everyone, because it has finally understood itself. And the one close to you has noticed this change with gentle awe. Pause for a moment. Have you sensed how your inner voice has grown calmer, yet clearer? How decisions rise from within instead of being pulled from outside opinions. This is the language of readiness. Hold this awareness softly, something meaningful is aligning. Those who live in true alignment share an unspoken habit, they no longer rush clarity. They allow truth to mature. They trust that what is real will remain, and what is not will fade without confrontation. You are learning this now. Your energy has stopped scattering. It has begun to gather. That gathering creates gravity. And gravity draws recognition, not loudly, not dramatically, but unmistakably. The person who knows your destiny feels this pull. They sense that the space around you has changed. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. You are choosing yourself. This shift alters everything. The revelation that approaches will meet you in this grounded state. Not when you are reaching, but when you are rooted. Not when you are searching, but when you are present. If your heart feels steady, remain here with me. There is a reason your life trained you to value depth over speed. A reason you learned to listen beneath words. A reason silence became a companion instead of a void. These were not accidents. They were rehearsals. Destiny trusts those who can hold quiet power. The one close to you understands this law. They've watched how you pause before responding. How you choose alignment over applause. How you honor your inner rhythm even when the world rushes past. They know now that when truth is spoken to you, it will not confuse you. It will clarify you. And clarity brings responsibility, but also freedom. You're approaching the moment where intention becomes lived expression. Where inner truth starts shaping outer choices without friction. Where life begins responding differently, not because you demanded it, but because you aligned with it. This is the threshold. After the revelation, you will notice subtle changes. Conversations will become cleaner. Opportunities more precise. Distractions less tempting. Not because you are resisting, but because you no longer resonate. This is refinement, not restriction. Remain open, because what unfolds next will reveal how your destiny begins to move through you, not as pressure to perform, but as a natural extension of who you already are, steady and unmistakably awake. My beloved child, a quiet certainty is taking root within you now, as if your soul has stopped asking and started remembering. There is a difference between hoping and knowing. You are crossing that line. You may notice fewer inner debates lately. Less back and forth. More gentle decisiveness. This is not rigidity, it is alignment settling into your nervous system. This is how destiny prepares the body to carry truth. If you listen closely, you'll feel it, a soft steadiness beneath every thought. The sense that even unanswered questions no longer disturb your peace. That is not avoidance. That is trust. Hold this moment, something essential is stabilizing. The one who knows your destiny can feel this shift without words. They sense that you no longer need to be convinced. You only need the mirror held up at the right angle. Because when readiness arrives, persuasion becomes unnecessary. Those who live their true path share an unspoken wisdom. They stop trying to become and allow themselves to be revealed. They let life draw out what was already written within them. You are entering that phase now. Notice how your attention lingers on what matters, and slips past what doesn't. How your intuition speaks before your mind forms an argument. How your body relaxes when you choose honesty over convenience. These are signs of internal congruence. You're standing at a point where truth no longer feels heavy. It feels clean. Stay present. The pattern is clarifying. The revelation approaching will not come wrapped in grandeur. It will arrive with simplicity so precise it feels undeniable. You may even smile, recognizing how obvious it seems once spoken. That smile is recognition, not surprise. Because destiny, when named correctly, feels like permission to stop pretending. The person close to you understands this. They've waited because they know that truth delivered too soon becomes noise. And truth delivered at the right moment becomes relief. You are nearly there. Ask yourself quietly, when was the last time you felt truly at ease with who you are becoming? Not excited, at ease. That ease is your signal. It means your inner and outer lives are beginning to agree. You're closer than ever, remain here. After the revelation, you won't feel compelled to announce changes. You'll simply move differently. Speak with intention. Choose with grace. And others will sense the shift without needing explanation. This is how real influence forms. It doesn't push outward. It emanates. The path ahead will feel narrower, but lighter. Fewer distractions. Fewer justifications. More clarity about where your energy belongs. You will not mourn what falls away, because you will understand its role has been fulfilled. This is not loss. This is completion. And in the quiet that follows, your next steps will reveal themselves naturally. One conversation, one choice, one aligned action at a time. Remain open, because what comes next will show you how the truth that is revealed doesn't just guide you forward, it reorganizes the world around you to meet who you have finally allowed yourself to be. My beloved child, a gentle momentum is carrying you forward now, as if the path itself has begun to move beneath your feet. You may notice that resistance feels unfamiliar lately. Not because life is effortless, but because you are no longer moving against yourself. This is a rare alignment. When inner truth and outer motion agree, destiny no longer feels distant. It feels present. Close. Almost conversational. And the one who knows your destiny senses this shift with quiet certainty. They see that you are no longer rehearsing who you might become. You are inhabiting who you already are. Hold this awareness, the unfolding is becoming visible. Those who step fully into their purpose discover an unexpected truth: clarity simplifies life. It removes excess drama. It quiets unnecessary struggle. It allows energy to flow where it once leaked. You are beginning to live this truth. Your reactions are slower, but more precise. Your words fewer, but more intentional. Your presence calmer, yet unmistakably felt. This is embodiment. The person close to you understands that destiny does not demand perfection. It asks for honesty. For alignment. For the courage to act without needing constant reassurance. You have been practicing this courage in small, unseen ways. You've chosen rest without guilt. You've chosen truth over comfort. You've chosen silence instead of over-explaining. Each choice strengthened the signal you carry. Stay with this moment, the recognition is deepening. When the revelation comes, it will meet you mid-stride. Not at the beginning. Not at the end. But exactly where you are now, capable, grounded, awake. And something subtle will happen after it's spoken. Your sense of time will change. You'll stop measuring progress by speed and start measuring it by alignment. You'll trust pauses as much as movement. You'll recognize that waiting is sometimes the most powerful action. This is the wisdom of those who live on purpose. The one who knows your destiny understands this rhythm. They see that you no longer need to be pushed forward. You are already moving with intention. You're standing closer than ever, remain present. After the truth is revealed, your focus will sharpen. Opportunities will feel either clearly aligned or clearly complete. You won't waste energy debating what doesn't fit. You'll simply redirect toward what resonates. This isn't narrowing your life. It's refining it. And refinement creates space, for creativity, for contribution, for meaningful connection. You will notice people responding differently to you. Listening more closely. Trusting your steadiness. Seeking your perspective not because you speak loudly, but because you speak clearly. This is quiet leadership emerging. The unfolding ahead will show you how your destiny expresses itself through consistency rather than intensity, through presence rather than performance, through authenticity rather than effort. Remain open, because what comes next will reveal how this revelation does not end your journey. It stabilizes it, allowing you to move forward with grace, precision, and an unshakable sense of inner direction. My beloved child, a deeper calm is settling into your awareness now, like a river finally finding its natural course. You may notice that certainty no longer feels dramatic. It feels quiet, steady, unshakable. This is how destiny matures. When truth has fully integrated, it no longer needs to announce itself. It simply directs. And the person close to you can feel this maturity in your presence. They sense that you are no longer becoming ready, you are ready. Hold this stillness, something meaningful is crystallizing. Those who walk their true path understand a hidden principle. Destiny is revealed in stages so the soul can grow strong enough to carry it with grace. You have passed through questioning, refining, releasing, and now you stand in coherence. Your thoughts, your emotions, your actions, beginning to agree. This agreement creates peace. And peace creates power. You are no longer pulled by every possibility. You are drawn by what aligns. Your yes is quieter, but more final. Your no is gentler, but complete. This is discernment in its mature form. The one who knows your destiny sees this clearly. They recognize that when they speak, their words will not disrupt you, they will confirm you. Stay with me, the realization is deepening. After the truth is revealed, you will notice a subtle reordering in your life. Not upheaval. Not chaos. But precision. Time will feel more intentional. Energy will return to places where it belongs. You will feel less scattered, more whole. This is integration. You will no longer feel the need to compare paths. You'll understand that destiny is not a competition. It is a conversation between your inner truth and the world that responds to it. And that understanding frees you. You may even feel gratitude for the delays now. Gratitude for the detours. Gratitude for the moments you thought you were lost, because you'll see how each one trained your discernment, your patience, your depth. You're standing very near the center now, remain present. The person close to you has been waiting for this steadiness. They know that revelation given at this stage doesn't overwhelm, it empowers. It becomes something you can use, not just admire. When destiny is spoken, it will feel like a quiet agreement between you and life. A sense of partnership rather than pursuit. You will stop asking, "Am I on the right path?" because your steps will answer for you. And from that place, your influence will expand naturally. Not through force. Not through display. But through consistency, integrity, and calm presence. This is how lives quietly change the world. Remain open. Because what comes next will reveal how this revealed destiny begins to ripple outward, touching others, shaping environments, and confirming that your path was never meant to be walked alone. My beloved child, a gentle expansion is taking place within you now, as if your inner horizon has quietly widened without effort. You may feel it as a soft confidence. Not pride. Not certainty that demands proof. But a grounded assurance that you belong exactly where you are. This is destiny beginning to express itself. When truth has settled inside you, it naturally moves outward, not as noise, but as influence. The person close to you understands this phase well. They see that your presence is no longer passive. It shapes spaces simply by being there. Hold this awareness, the ripple is forming. Those who live aligned with their purpose notice a subtle change. People respond to them differently. Conversations become more sincere. Trust arrives more quickly. Even silence around them feels safe. This is not charisma. This is coherence. You are carrying coherence now. Your words land with weight because they come from stillness. Your actions feel intentional because they are rooted in clarity. You no longer rush to be understood, because understanding follows you naturally. This is quiet authority. The revelation that has been waiting will not interrupt this flow. It will enhance it. It will give language to what you are already embodying, allowing you to move with even greater precision. Stay present, the alignment is strengthening. After the truth is spoken, you will notice your role becoming clearer. Not as a title. Not as a label. But as a function. You will sense where you are meant to contribute, when to step forward, and when to allow others to rise. This discernment is rare. You will stop trying to do everything. You will begin doing what matters. And that choice will free immense energy. The person who knows your destiny has observed this readiness. They see that you are no longer motivated by validation, but by resonance. You are guided by what feels true rather than what appears impressive. This is mastery taking form. You're closer than ever, remain here. As destiny integrates, your life will feel simpler yet deeper. Relationships will either strengthen through honesty or gently complete through clarity. Neither outcome will feel like loss. Both will feel clean. This is how alignment protects peace. You will also notice your intuition becoming practical. Less symbolic. More direct. It will guide you through everyday decisions with ease, turning ordinary moments into aligned action. Purpose does not always arrive as a grand mission. Often, it arrives as consistency. And consistency builds legacies quietly. Remain open. Because what follows will reveal how this destiny, once spoken and embodied, begins to ask something sacred in return, not sacrifice, but participation, inviting you to step fully into the flow that has been carrying you all along. My beloved child, a sacred readiness is settling into you now, like a final breath taken before stepping fully into truth. You may feel a gentle seriousness, not heavy, not overwhelming, but meaningful. As if something within you understands that this is no longer preparation, this is participation. Destiny is no longer approaching. It is standing with you. Those who reach this stage discover a quiet responsibility awakening inside. Not obligation, but stewardship. The understanding that what flows through you matters, and how you carry it shapes more than just your own life. Hold this awareness, the invitation is forming. The person close to you knows this moment well. They sense that once the truth is spoken, it will not remain an idea. It will ask to be lived, expressed, integrated into choices, relationships, and rhythms. And you are ready for that ask. You've learned when to move. You've learned when to pause. You've learned when to listen instead of react. These are not small lessons. They are foundations. The revelation will arrive gently, but it will anchor deeply. After it is spoken, you may feel an inner nod. An agreement between your soul and your path. From that point forward, alignment will feel less like effort and more like honesty. Stay with this moment, something meaningful is sealing. You will notice a shift in how you view your abilities. Not as traits to prove, but as tools to use responsibly. Your voice. Your insight. Your steadiness. Each one has a place. Each one has a timing. This clarity brings humility, not hesitation. You will no longer wonder if you are enough. You will wonder how best to serve what you've been given. And that question carries power. The person who knows your destiny understands that this stage cannot be rushed. They've waited for you to reach this inner maturity, where ambition is balanced by wisdom, and desire is guided by discernment. You are standing at that balance now. After the truth is revealed, you may feel an unexpected sense of calm commitment. Not urgency to act immediately, but confidence that when you do act, it will be right. This is trust in motion. You're nearer than ever, remain present. The unfolding ahead will show you how destiny does not isolate you, it connects you. How your clarity supports others. How your steadiness becomes an anchor. How your alignment gives permission for others to find their own. This is not about standing above. It is about standing true. Remain open, because what comes next is the final unveiling. The moment when destiny is fully spoken, fully accepted, and gently set into motion, transforming not just your direction, but the way you walk forward forever. My beloved child, the moment has arrived, not with noise, not with spectacle, but with a truth so clear it feels like home. This is the unveiling you were prepared for. The person close to you will speak, or perhaps already has, in a way that landed quietly, and the words will not surprise you. They will settle you. Like a final piece easing into place, completing a picture you've carried inside for years. You will recognize your destiny not by excitement, but by peace. Because destiny, when true, does not demand belief. It resonates. In that recognition, something gentle yet profound will happen. You will stop dividing your life into before and after. You will understand that everything was always moving toward coherence. Every delay, every refinement, every release. You were never waiting for permission. You were growing into capacity. And now, capacity meets calling. Hold this awareness as it anchors. What is revealed will not trap you into a role. It will free you into expression. You will see how your gifts are meant to move, naturally, responsibly, with integrity. You will sense where to offer them and where to let silence do the work. Destiny will feel less like a destination and more like a way of being. From this moment forward, your choices will carry a different weight, not heavy, but meaningful. You will choose clarity over complexity, alignment over accumulation, presence over performance. And life will respond. Not all at once. Not dramatically. But faithfully. Doors will open because you are ready to walk through them without losing yourself. Relationships will either deepen through truth or complete through respect. Both outcomes will feel right. This is maturity of purpose. You will notice your intuition speaking plainly now. No riddles. No confusion. Just guidance that feels grounded and usable. You will trust it because it has proven itself through patience. You are no longer searching for your path. You are walking it. Breathe into this knowing. The destiny revealed to you does not require constant effort to maintain. It is sustained by honesty, by consistency, by choosing what aligns even when no one is watching. And that is your strength. As you move forward, remember this: you are not meant to carry everything alone. Your clarity invites collaboration. Your steadiness creates safety. Your presence becomes a quiet permission for others to rise into themselves. This is how destiny multiplies. You were never meant to shine apart from the world, but to illuminate it from within. Stand in this truth gently. Move with it patiently. Live it fully. And know this, my beloved child: what was revealed was never outside you. It was simply waiting for the moment you could say, without hesitation, "Yes. This is who I am."